Wave after wave after wave.
We've only just begun. It's just been storm after storm after storm.
Okay, y'all. Remember last week where I predicted that if the Pacific area of moisture met up with the North Pacific area of moisture, the West Coast could see a bunch of hurt as far as rain, storms, wind, lightning. Hey, guess what? I was right again. West Coast, you better watch out.
We all know California's had plenty of rain recently.
It's just been storm after storm after storm.
Incoming once again.
Guess what? We've got more of it on tap by the time we get to the middle and end part of the week.
It will be pouring rain.
So we have an area low pressure that'll be moving in by Wednesday here that's going to bring some heavy rainfall across central and northern California.
This will be a juicy system, and it's a slow mover too, so you know that means.
And we might have to watch out for some flooding issues in Northern California, especially along the coast.
We need to be prepared.
Stay cool. Hit the button, baby. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents.
We are going to see some rain there along the coastlines, especially into central and northern California. Strong winds for the coast and the mountains as well.
We've been watching the storm sitting and spinning out here in the Pacific for a couple of days here. And what has it done? Well, it's stuck its tentacles down into the subtropical regions and pulling up the moisture. We could be looking at some places with more than half a foot of rain.
Then that energy from the storm system heads north into the Pacific Northwest, moving into the Portland area by Thursday, into Seattle by Friday, bringing low clouds and rainfall.
That moist plume.
Yes, we could be focused in on some icing for major metropolitan areas like Portland, so do be cautious.
All right, who's ready for some more snow in the west? Yeah, you remember this a couple of days ago?
And we're going to be focusing in on the lower elevations of the Pacific Northwest that could wind up seeing wintry weather, and for locations across the Sierra, well,
More heavy snows in the mountains.
definitely going to pack it in.
Bunch of moisture working its way from south to north here. Moisture streaming east, cold air coming in from the north, and results snow. That's piling up here across the northern Rockies. Look at that, darker shades of blue here indicate 6 to 12 inches, some places more than a foot.
We could be looking at 2 feet of snow possible as we go through the end of the week.
And in the high terrain, difficult traveling conditions.
If we look at the jet stream, comes way southward.
The storm system in the west, and we're going to see a little piece of that break off and arrive in the eastern plains and Mississippi Valley on Saturday. Plenty of moisture, cold air coming along with us. And
This system starts out here in the plain states. It moves eastward. You can see that, or east-northeastward. Saturday out here in the Midwest. Sunday across portions of the Great Lakes, and then Monday in the east.
So right now, mostly on the northern side of the system, that's where we have the biggest snow threat, but then we could also see rain on the southern end. Plenty to keep you posted on.
But here comes another one.
Yep, Mother Nature is sticking with her pattern, and I'm good at pattern recognition. We got heavy rain in the west and snow in the east, and I imagine a bit of wacky weather over the middle of America during the week. So everybody, be prepared. Hey, look at that. Surface wind, doing the loop-de-loop. That looks kind of crazy, huh? Let's go to our good friend, Total Cloud Water. See that whole area? That's what I was talking about. All right, now we're going to do a step through. Look at that giant space ship tentacle. Look at that thing. And that's wave, wave, wave. One after another after another. Storm after storm after storm. Wave after wave after wave. This is the first late night. Notice how this is a giant system, man. Totally giant system. What the heck? That's totally crazy. This is the third, and you're still getting nailed, man. And notice we got the giant V across America. So, oh yeah, mean sea level pressure looks super scary. Which is the new normal. Oh, wow. That's crazy. It's totally crazy. What is this? Just sticking out like that. That is wild. Let's see. So you'll have a low pressure system just kind of sitting off the coast, pumping water straight into California and Oregon, Washington, Mexico. That's the next day. Mean sea level pressure. Looks like it's getting meaner. This is the fourth. And look at that. That is wild. Totally, absolutely wild. What is happening? That is not good. Not good at all. Whoa. Alright, so there you go. Anyway, I'd keep an eye on your local weather and keep your eye on the sky. You never know what you're going to see. Alright, peace out. God bless everybody. Wish me luck at NASA.
Some very bad accidents attributed to thick fog in California's Central Valley earlier on Tuesday. One of the crashes involved close to 40 vehicles. That happened near Armona, California.
Well, this year it's actually been even cloudier than usual if you look at the numbers, especially in January, just the last couple of weeks. Cleveland, January 22nd through the 29th. Those were 8 straight days where we had an average of 100% sky cover. Same deal in Detroit, January 22nd through the 29th, the exact same stat there, 8 straight days of the average of 100% sky cover. And in places like Cincinnati, just 22 out of the first 29 days in January were cloudy. That's a huge percentage. So if you think it's been a little bit on the cloudy side, you're definitely right.
It hadn't felt much like winter across the South and even parts of the Southwest. Much of the eastern United States has seen temperatures much above the average for this time of year, about 8 degrees if you take a look at really the southern tier. This is what we've seen for most of the winter, much above average temperatures for the Gulf Coast and into the eastern Great Lakes. Where the cold air has been the Pacific Northwest and the northern plains. Temperatures below to much below average, about 9 degrees if you want to average it all out. Certainly looks like we're going to continue to see those warm temperatures into the spring. We'll see what that has to do with the severe weather season, which gets going the end of February, the 1st of March.
Now we want to show you a look at the path that the winter storms so far this year have taken, and perhaps now you'll understand why there have been so many impacts to wildlife.
Big dip in the jet stream and then boom, northward, and that means open up along the eastern seaboard for storms to move eastward and then northward along this jet stream, and that could spell trouble next week with more of a stormy weather pattern.
No news is coming at me, and he's gonna science a shit. If it's happening in a galaxy, then Thor is all over it. Hurricanes, solar flares, Planet X, how humanity's gonna destroy itself at each other's necks. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. No, I don't know if you know this.
Look, in the background there, a bear spotted during a snowstorm in the Sierra. This is Incline Village in Nevada, and the bear had broken its hibernation to just amble around in the snow at night.